Alrighty. Hey everybody. Welcome in to Phoenix Wright again. We're gonna jump right into this, so I have no idea what has happened, honestly. I wish I took notes. I wish I had notes to go back through. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a re-study of some of the episodes that haven't come out yet. Just to check on what we're doing, because I have no idea. I know we brought out Missile. We did the hand thing. What if you get a picture of this? And so we did that. We talked to the old man. What is he gonna do? One condition. So we gotta run the right noodle. So we tried some things to figure out how to get past him. Alright. I feel like, because he can't remember anything, we're gonna have to do the bring the parrot.
Terry was just here. Terry got himself some puzzle moves. Maybe we should. What? Don't forget you.
So I feel like there's something with the bird. But that's really all we know right now. Either way, let's jump into it. And if you guys don't know, it's recorded for Invisible Corporations. Exclamation when I see in the chat, we'll put that up for you, and we'll go from there. What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series here on Invisible Corporations. We're in Turnabout Goodbye, where we're defending Edgelord, Edgy Wedgy, my friend. I have no idea what's going on because it's been 2 weeks since I've recorded, so I did a little bit of analysis on what we were doing. All I remember is the guy with the parrot is coming in, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Apparently the prosecution also remember. Mr. Judge here anyway. Mr. Montgomery, opening statement. Yeah, there's no way I remember this stuff. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. Taking meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. This trial will end with 3 minutes from now. Ooh, he's cocky. Order, Mr. Montgomery, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bob, must you question everything? We'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. Call my witness to stand. My decisive witness to stand. That is mysterious boat shop owner. Is that the mysterious boat shop owner? Yeah, we'll see. State your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the West Noodle, the Gourd Lake. Also rent boats. I didn't guess you were in a boat rental shop, correct? Yep, it was. Please testify. Wait a second, we still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute, the witness hasn't stated his name yet. Shut up, dude. It's not asked Mr. Wright. I've predicted this trial in 3 minutes. Dude, I will slap him so hard. Go back to trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Witness will state his name. Alright, well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond last night several years ago. We cannot recall a certain name. He still can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well, let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Alright, what's your testimony? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out of the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about the boat comes ashore and the man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Shut up, dude. There's nothing to question my witness's testimony. I have no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, do a verdict now. Yes, I'm Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Montgomery, 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright. It was the night of the 24th. Let me just... Night of the 24th or 25th. That's wrong. Technically wrong, but... We'll see what happens. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Surprised you seem sure about it today. Shut up. I asked him when he remembered. Isn't that right? Hey, what's up? Don't glare at me like that. I remember I clearly. I did it, yep. See, continue. He's very not... Hold it. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for the court of law. What exactly is not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be sorry on the ground, Keithy boy. Keith? Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yep. Oh, I didn't want to... Hold on. Hold it! And where did this bang seem to come from? From Tui's mom's house, because it was me. Sorry. From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I just saw a boat floating on the lake. Hold it. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then another bang. Hold it. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what a lot of said in their testimony yesterday. But there was 3. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Fired 3 times. Where's the 3rd shot? I don't know where that is. There's got to be like another day of trial on this. Then about then, the boat comes back to shore. The man knocks on my window. Walks by my window. By your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Oh, the fog was pretty darn thick, but it was right there, right in front of me. I saw him. Rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. The man who was the defendant, he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Ooh, I hit something. Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead. Oh, he was walking by, too. So you're sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. It was that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma, he lured me into a cross-examination so he could set up me for a fall. Just. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Right how quickly this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun. Oh, Mr. Wright, you're referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun. And the photograph showing the man fired with his left hand. Exactly. It's easily explained, but you could have wiped his prints after you fired. Then why are the right hand prints there, dummy? You're knowing the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But this is his word. All we have is his word. If we were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, across court of law, the evidence tells us all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If today's testimony is a lie, then show us the proof. Nick, do we have the evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. Just. 3 minutes was perhaps too high expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely clear. See no room for misinterpretation. It's facts. What? No. The court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held Pending trial at higher court within a month from today's date. That's all. This court is adjourned. Can I not do anything about that? Wait. Who said that? Who was that just now? Me. Huh? Wah! Larry? What are you even doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. Shut up, Von Karma. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. You say you heard the gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. And I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something like this happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, that's it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Judge was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, our duty is to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In the court of proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure there is no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh, snap! He's free! Mr. Von Karma, I ordered you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh, snappy. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen the worst. Yeah, that's right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night, yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right, and he found the balloon at the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Why are your fingerprints? When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had just happened. I couldn't think straight. When I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me, I picked it up without thinking. I didn't really have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let somebody he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15 minutes! I gotta add a lot of editing in this one. Everything's on Larry now. Is this the end of this episode? Dude, that's 11 minutes. That wasn't 15 minutes. That was 12 minutes. Alright, Larry. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify about the court and everything you saw. The night of December 24th. Alright, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. Hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Well, Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about being our big break. I could pick apart his testimony. This could be fun. That night I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. It was unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Okay. I am a little scared what he's going to say, but I gotta just click the press button. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh yeah, it was after 11, I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? What was it you found? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what is he you were looking for? Shut up, Uncommon. The missive was searching for was irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over with. So I quietly slipped below back in the rental dock stop. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured it was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was like right around midnight. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. So when I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it's real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether it was a boat out there or not. That's just the most important part of this case. So after the single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick, I guess that we should just start working on the contradictions. Alright, he was out on the lake in a boat. I don't want to press this. I gotta kill him with this. Not kill him with it, but like... I gotta use the... I don't have it. I don't think that's it. Look down, I didn't see a boat. Alright, this is where I have to do something. We know it has a couple of parts. Nope, I'm wrong. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure if all, it clearly contradicts the, I thought... Yeah. You want me any points with the judge. Well, Nick, I was pretty wishy-washy testimony. That wasn't it. I found something I was looking for. Don't have any So Lotta had 2 gunshots. That has to be the evidence. Yeah. I tried the gun. The gun was not the right point. It was Lotta's. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang, you sure? That's what I said. When Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? But to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, yeah, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, stop. Look, Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Mr. Wright, should we continue to testify? Let's continue. Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony. Nothing more is pitiful than a lawyer doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony. Include your details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to Oliver Quest's show on the radio, you see. I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm not sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at the high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace in this free country? Sure you believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here? Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Shut up. I'm saying stuff. Wait, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between the songs, so he couldn't have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very, very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. This charade! Alright, what do we got? It's lonely being alone, that's why I was listening to radio over booming loud like, but the gunshot, I remember exactly. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. This is the most ludicrous. You gotta press it. Alright. Hold it. So you turn on the radio. Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know? You know what it's like to be alone on Christmas Eve? Alone? I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to radio. Okay, what's up? You by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Shut up, on Karma. This has nothing to do with this case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming landline. Press. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. You had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. I'm sure I heard the gunshot. How? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't really prove it. I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what was the DJ saying. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could you do with the radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Montgomery has a point. I'll allow the question only if you seize the reason why we should care. We should care. It could tell us the time of day. We should care, of course, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? That's what she said. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. That's it. That's it. It's almost Christmas. That contradicts the autopsy report. Oh, no, it doesn't. Contradicts this photo, which is at 12:15. Larry, you're absolutely sure what you're saying is correct. Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what time was on the photo. When the gun was triggered in Miss Hart's camera. It's 12:25, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, what does this mean? The two prior witnesses have heard shots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. The answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Larry's right. There's 3 shots in the gun. See, I knew that 3 shots was going to come into play. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence claim for this wild claim. Show me the evidence for there's gunshot before midnight. The gun itself? Take that. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now I've realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah, you're a waste of time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have any proof that the witness just didn't think he heard something? Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. You have evidence that proves it was a gunshot before midnight. You have evidence that proves Mr. Butt was just hearing things. This. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. I can't stop with the Nickelback references, man. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lauderhart, with an automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah, but there's nothing on the lake in the picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why it was shown in the photograph. It's why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken with an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why the photograph was taken. In other words, like there was a gunshot at the time Larry claims. Oh, snap! Order. That would make sense, the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly happened that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? You don't figure out this now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, this means it's safe. Safe? We've already gotten guilty verdict. We have nothing else to lose. You just watch me and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. This morning now it's just been cleared up this entire case. Order! What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Mr. Von Karma. The man was shot that night wasn't Edgeworth who did... The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammer, on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert Hammer fell into the lake. This is the shot. Shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be no other man on the boat. But it's hard to imagine any possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamps on the photo say 15 after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. It can't be... Well, if he's dead... The murderer in Hammond? The murderer in Hammond. It was the murderer in Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot. Yeah, that's right. Whatever it's supposed to be on that boat. Right, Your Honor, crash and burn. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for your foolishness. Ah, crap. Alright, let me do it again. I'll ask you again. Who are the 2 men on the boat? Edgeworth and the murderer. It has to be. I mean, I was trying to think of, like, he put the body there and just threw him off, but... I don't know. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Miles Edgeworth. Ooh. What are you, serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I'd have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know that Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Getting wasted my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the only one who killed Robert... He was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? Were there any boats on the lake then? Why would he have to go all the way out there on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I mean, I guess here. Take that. Here, of course. The boat shop is where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Really? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Ooh. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the Gordon Lake? Please tell us from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out somehow. Oh, jeez. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop recalled Robert Hammond to his shop. Polly DL, remember DL6. Ooh. Is that how the connection works? That was when the gunshot Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He then got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Who fired the pistol in the boat, Mr. Wright? It was Miles Edgeworth. Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol? Yeah, good thinking. That was easy, Nick. I'm worried about what you're thinking. Of course, it was the murderer who shot him with the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit him? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of this explanation, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had fired twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires the shot. That ensnares anyone who has heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that the one man who got on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention of the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired the night on Gord Lake. No one's impressed. No one at all is impressed. Like me asking a girl out, she's not impressed at all. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. We are waiting for the caretaker. I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Great. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go that lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. Said they had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He's at the boat. He's in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Things getting spicy. Mr. Montgomery, a witness has disappeared. The search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? Excuse me. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Oh, I pressed a button. Very well. The court is adjourned. Hey, he's not guilty right now. That's good. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out of under a guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out, sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down with the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's on us on the trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? That's on Jimmy. Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile and just relax a little, okay? Sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's no little time. There's little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh, that's a cliffhanger if I've ever seen a cliffhanger. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. You guys on the Twitch side of things. We're not done yet, so don't leave. Thank you. Those of you watching the YouTube video, we'll be back next time with another episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. We'll finally figure out... I mean, I guess we have 2 more episodes of this, but we'll see what happens, I guess, next time. So like and subscribe so you don't miss that episode. Check out our creators in the description down below, and I will catch you in the next one. So until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, brighten it up. Yay! You get to do fun stuff. You leave to get ice cream. How dare you? I'll try not to do a Nickelback reference in this episode. And just sometimes I guess I can't help it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, otherwise we're just gonna jump into it again. What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the channel. We're just getting right back into this because I am interested, as many of you probably are too. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? You'll figure it out, Jimmy. You'll have to watch it. Memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life, never. Nick! Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I'm swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me that was true, though. It was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah? Bow your head to your hero. Alright, talk to me, you idiot. Larry, you helped me out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha! But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? Before I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know if he's telling the truth that night? Nick, I don't know. But I know, what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two. Believe in you two until the end? Oh. Us two. I didn't realize that. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. Why you, Larry? Huh? I'm actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he's kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me, I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what is he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the stories today. It's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? I guess I gotta talk. You remember, Larry, spring of the end of 3rd grade? Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, the kids would bring in an envelope with the money for lunch for home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid with an envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you remember it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids put in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, thief, give me my money back. You're such a liar. Just admit it. You did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. They're saying a lot of words really fast and I can't even read up to it. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. You think that belongs in the trial as the evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Even as a kid, he like has a deep voice. I love it. It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? No. You shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. This is why your honor and this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Ooh. Why don't you all just shut up? That would always. Everyone's getting up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, 3 of us were best friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. Man, I forgot. It's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see. If something smells unusual, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked in the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. Famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, it's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. He couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he became who he became. That's when I decided. But you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one else is on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, why... Is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you, Larry. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Well, it may very well be. First is the rental ticket shop. We need to find out who or what he is. I'll settle for who. I guess I can clean out some evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Well, we're going to the boat shop. Well, maybe we could talk to Edgeworth. You look grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard this story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, probably it would only really matter to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth didn't know that. That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny the reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you wanted me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not a good of a person. One suspect was apprehended your father's murder, right? Yes, the man who trapped in the other room with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On the day 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That's what the crux of Yogi's attorney came to the argument in court. Claiming that Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, a man who deserves my respect. I learned everything I know in the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister he was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In the court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none of them were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it was impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is in his job, is to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, we do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now is no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a strange situation in which I find myself out of it. Kidding. Alright. Tell me about... Can you tell me about this? It's that case that changed my life. Tomorrow on December 28th, the statute of limitations run out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even with the cases finally closed on paper, it'll never be erased from my memory. Never. Or Mr. Edgeworth. Tell me about this one. Nick, no, that's the photo of his father. Don't show him that. You're right. Now, this probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? I'm nothing. Huh? Alright. You're useless right now, buddy. So let's get to the entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close to one today, huh? I just worked up and snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we really know who did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have to schedule my custody by the trial time tomorrow. Come what may. My duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Ah! No one can get into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, so no one can go in for a while. This Lotta's gotten in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I guess I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Let's move. Alright, we get it. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? It looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work. Lake sure doesn't seem to cause problems like it does, huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges are all lies, but still. Alright, I'm done. Let's get going to the boat shop. It's where the real story takes place. That old character got away. Yep. Never mentioned he might be the real murderer. Ahem. Another clearing the throat anywhere. Hello. What you might be doing here? Out for a good walk, huh? Days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. From what I saw of today's trial, Mr. Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg is doing here anyway? Who knows? Let's take a look and see if we can find anything. Nick, the forest, someone in there. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone's around. The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. There's some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in the boat from the... You know that stuff. Alright, can I go inside the boat rental shop? Polly, you gotta tell me everything. Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Squawk? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? Hello? Squawk? Can't even run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello? Hello? Squawk? Let's talk, Polly. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. At least know about her anyway. I'm sure he'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Yeah, the bird's gonna hate me. Alright. We know that stuff. We're just gonna try to find everything's cold. We've been back since the trial. Say, Nick, don't you people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall and boast about them? You should seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. We didn't see him. I don't know. Let's try the safe. That reminds me, Nick. Polly knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228. Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey, if he keeps it locked right, there must be something value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The one thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. His name or signature on this. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? And Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and Fred Edgeworth. Frayed from Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting the boat firing twice. Exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are the instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But the one thing's for certain, this is the letter that is amazing clue. It could be, Red White, it could be Mr. White, or Mr. Red, sorry. Mr. White, Mr. Red White from Blue Court. And he was telling Yogi how to do stuff because he wants to get Frame Edgeworth. Ah! What's wrong? Oh, never mind. But tell me, just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. I was looking at the... well, we could just leave a metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. Alright. So we need to do something else. Let's get back to the detention center. Let's get to the Criminals Affairs Department. And let's talk to Gumshoe. Looks like Gumshoe hasn't gotten back. Gumshoe, he won't be coming in today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. That boat shop caretaker. Chad told me about catching him with the last thing I do, pal. Good luck on Gumshoe. Alright, this is useless. Let's go to the... One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Alright, shush your face. We gotta go to Grossberg. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, we don't be harsh because we'll have to come back later. So I'm missing something before I get to that. Maybe back to Edgeworth? That would be really sus. There's definitely nothing here. We know Larry's not here. I feel like there's something else in here that I didn't get access to. Like, I feel like I missed something in this building. The safe. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the character didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I think he even came back here after the trial. Maybe I needed to find that for something. I can't go out into the woods. We've explored all of this. Sorry, I'm bad at menuing. Trash can, no trash, maintained. Alright, we know all that. Here's the signpost. Bench. It's not helpful dialogue. Yo, I'm big. But I can't go anywhere. What do you have to say about Polly? Stop showing me stuff and it's cracking. We only have today to get the bottom of this. Or maybe if I talk to you, tell me to. What to do? What do you think we should do, Maya? Who knows? You know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Oh, gosh. Useless! Well, any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. So we need to go talk to Edgeworth. Thank you. Yeah. We've already did that one. The air in the elevator was surprised. No clues found on the scene. The defense attorney trapped in the elevator and the lost trial with sunrise with 89. I was fired twice. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins. Polly isn't a parrot. Polly is the person. I have to figure this out. I want to show him this. Nick! Alright, well, that's... Maybe I need to show him the plot. Edgeworth, see this letter? This case came out of the safe of the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then, which means there was someone else behind it. Now the time to get revenge on you two, on the two men who ruined your life. Two men meaning myself and Robert Hammond. Also, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident was the one who found innocent. Well, I guess I have more to talk to you about now, huh? Yanni Yogi was the court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Okay. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. Yes, he is useless. But we got somewhere, so we're good. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air turned thin, and the darkness clouded on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help, man. Get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Maybe he shot Edgeworth, not Miles, but his dad, because he wanted more oxygen. And that was the only way they survived. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. Then they claimed the passage of court Yogi was found innocent. Well, why would he want revenge on Edgeworth and Hammond? Oh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take... Alright, Maya, catch up, please. Right. Yeah, there's something that's been troubling me these last days. Didn't know what to tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare that I've had, a memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of murder. I think it's time has come to tell all. Tell me about it, buddy. The last 15 years, I've had this same dream almost every night. Wake up in fearful sweat every time. kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. Dark. Oh, but I can't breathe. Quiet. Okay, we got all this stuff. I can't breathe. You're just using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Oh, well, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know what if it was evidence from that day or the court and the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ugh. He killed his dad. He killed his own dad. Wow. With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But, that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is only the thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut up memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it, it's the only way this letter makes sense. Revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal in the DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone who knows about the DL6. Grossberg. Yes. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He's... You're welcome. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt she got shot to some father. It's only a dream. It's only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth, so deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol was fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his caretaker and bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This is his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it was true. And he may have had one appear now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fay. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was approving of Montgomery's techniques. No surprise. Montgomery's extreme, and his forged testimonies and evidence, nothing to stop him. The result is a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call to his methods. And? He lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see, yet... Now that I think about it, it seems the only one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's the only possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Alright, well, tell me more. What about this? Oh, so this is a letter. Does it seem that Yogi was following this to the letter? And he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Ah, his own sake? He never trusted his clients that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was it? Do you have any ideas who wrote this? Could it be Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court records. What? But that means the one who killed Mr. Yogi was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then?
Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Gregory Edgeworth, he was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder why it would have become of Von Karma if he was still alive.
Nope, I want to talk. So maybe he... So I'm trying to parse this together too. Maybe he killed... Maybe he wanted... Like he's using like a brainwashing technique. Like he, does. Or something like that. Not brainwashing, but like getting this susceptible caretaker to get rid of his evil people for him. And he wanted Edgeworth dead. He wanted Gregory Edgeworth dead. Because he was going to stop him in court.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Myers Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. I'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. I'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. How could Von Karma know that Mr. Edgeworth passed like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know, yet I know that Von Karma is both persistent and perfectionist. Maybe seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and thought that though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's education stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
Must have been quite the shock for Von Karma. Took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He does take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacation, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. That I believe his penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. He wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up the DL6 so you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know?
I know that. I just believe Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it to himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
Can't promise anything. In fact, the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police material, son. So we're going to... not the detention center. To the criminal affairs department. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy Yogi. Ah, it's you. Don't think Gumshoe will come back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Well, Detective Gumshoe was pounding the pavement for real. We're wondering if you could go to the records room again. Well, I can't actually have anyone wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma isn't there now anyway, so you can go as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room? Nick, let's hurry! Alright. Let's tussle in the records room, sir. Busy as always. We're only here just yesterday. I'm sure that you haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Or Karma. Forgotten cases, Nick, let's get what we need to get out of here. This is getting to me. Alright, we got it. Here are the files collected with case reports. Quite a large volume of reports in here. Wow! These are all case reports? Yeah. It's like a graveyard for police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too, gathering dust quietly. Is it this one that's open? Huh? One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been looking in here recently. It says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for the DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing here? Oh, he looks very weird from the front. Who's on Karma?
How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We easily see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? Beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs who need this thing to be crushed.
You can see how this guy was Edgeworth's inventor. Alright, tell me stuff. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
Six who still get shit near of amateurism. It's like his father, only second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me a grudge against some weird defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt you a blow otherwise to your perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
But your attorney is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of the trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will be admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? I'm quite the researcher. You've done your homework well, but certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
You were right. So Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to start showing you stuff.
Cool. I think I can prosecute him. Defense attorney permission.
Creep. Alright, well, we're going to... Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
How many years has it been since I've heard him called by his name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after we read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick, what is the thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600 volts for a quarter through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't usually die from it.
Give me the letter. No. No! Well, what are you? Nick, run! Maya!
Out of my way.
It's fun to do electric sounds. He's got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DO6 evidence, all of it, back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Yikes. Maya! Letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, she's depressed. Maya! There sounds to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? DO6 evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. And remember, Von Karma was holding it when Maya jumped in. Ooh. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're the most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you tomorrow in court. Ooh. I wonder how that's... Maybe that's the same gun. And that was the third shot. I don't know. Let's figure it out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. We will catch you in the next episode where we will try to not lose the trial. Do our best with absolutely zero evidence, but we'll definitely do our best. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more, so you don't miss any more of this episode, especially the series, especially because the next episode will wrap up this trial. So let's see what happens. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up. You guys know the YouTube can't see you, right? The YouTube cannot see what you are saying. You just look like cotton-headed ninny muffins. Cotton-headed ninny muffins, I tell you. Could you tell YouTube we said bye? Nope. That would make me smile. You're sending links. I have to ban you now. All right, let's get going. Ooh, what's good, KI Nation? It is your boy KS here. Welcome back to what should be the final episode of Turnabout Goodbyes. Here we are in court again. Let's try to save Edgeworth's life. It's Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the Sangin yesterday. Anyways, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth's looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Hey, good idea. Trying to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Pal!
What's gotten in that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. I promise. I've captured a runaway caretaker. About a minute. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way, and I feel pretty good. Like he says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would we want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember it, and I'm going to have to prove it. Without evidence. Mind you. I'm just going to be like weaving stories.
Court is in session now for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is ready. Very well. We have received final day of proceedings in this trial. As the prosecution submit the rest of evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be odd in the silence every time he says everything he says.
Very well, Montgomery. Opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring in the witness to the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop at the lake where the witness. You were a witness the incident. In addition, he currently lost a memory, name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about just leaving like I did yesterday, but I was running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I didn't need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name, Yanni Yogi. So we're going to press, and then I'm going to... Mostly because I want to make this episode really long, so I'm just going to press everything. I'd like call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger. Speculation? I mean, that is speculation.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away until the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Karma and Yanni Yogi. He wasn't running away. Then why did you leave? He already stated that. Alright. I went to buy Paul. That doesn't seem very chic. Food?
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kind of lost, you see. This is trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Figure I had nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
And how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are.
This is testified quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. You claim he's lying to show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what Codger said? That's impossible.
Once you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright, very well, miss, please continue. I mean, I've been one of those motive things and I don't got one.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything done several years ago. We can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
Prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's over. Mind if I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory the past, lack of there in the question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Oh, I love it when they do the close-up of Phoenix. It's
Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, no, this is I'd like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma. He's right, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, former court bailiff.
Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have just heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man as a witness is Yanni Yogi fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the courts? This is the court of law, you have called me. Allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
He said I have to do this now. If I can't prove this Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove that it was... How can you prove he's Yanni Yogi? Okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
See, that makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingertips working with the sulfur. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak? You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past?
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Tisk, tisk, tisk. What do you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let this end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one else who can testify who the witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What to do? It's the parrot, right?
Tisk, tisk.
I know it seems really stupid, but it's the parrot, right? Like, I have no other evidence. Hold on. Do I have any other evidence? No, we have no pictures, no anything from him. We have this photo of Edgeworth's dad. We have this bullet. I mean, I guess that's part of it. But it has to be the parrot. Are they even going to tell me his name is Yanni Yogi? It does.
Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine for comment.
Yeah, very funny. You're some sore winner, Karma. Wait a second. I cross-examined his parrot. Did he just give us the win? Listen, Nick. No. You're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Did I write this game? Did I make this up? I guess this would be what I would write in.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? This is a box. I object.
Objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parent, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through your little game?
I'm doing it. It's crazy, but I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance, at least. I think so. Bring in the parrot! It's a freaking bird. Oh, it's a bird on the stand. I love it. It's my favorite. That's quite a bird. So is my middle finger. Wait, so is your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by the bird. Must be hurt to be given the bird. Oh, very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. It's not going to talk, right? Hello, squad. Yep.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had. We'll begin a cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Oh, jeez. What do you even do here? Hold it. Witness, you can't just expect to say hello, expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall 2 years ago. Polly, Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6. Squawk! Yeah, I remember that. If I can get Polly to say that here, that would prove the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello? Squawk! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something? We forgot something. Hello? Hello? Squawk! Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retained the parrots, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we ask anything? We've forgotten anything? Well, switch owner is Mr. Yogi. Hold it. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. I believe you are speaking to a parrot. Well, we should try to get some information. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Alright, what do I freaking do? That's not gonna work. Your Honor! Okay. I gotta do something. I'm trying. I'm grasping. I'm grasping right now. Probably want to get punched in the face. I can't present. What can I do to get her? To say... I gotta try the deal. This is the only thing I have. I don't know what to do. There's gotta be something. I don't have... Here? No, it doesn't. What do I do? I mean, if I lose, I guess I just come back here, right? Let's try the bullet. No, that's not it either. I'm out of space. This court sees no reason for further trial. There's no need for the defendant. In this case, extremely clear for misinterpretation of the facts. The court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth guilty. Yeah. That's all. That can't be the end of this, right? I lost. Yeah, okay. So we have to find a way to get through it. But how? I don't know. Like, we have to find a way. What could it be, though? Like, it has to be the parrot. What is the parrot? What do we show the parrot? Alright. Alright, so this is all the same. What do we show the parrot? So we pressed him for something. So all my things showed that we were testing him for his sanity, right? And so we just keep pressing the issue. So if we press it enough, like he's gonna be like, your whole thing was... I just don't know how to get the bird to say it was the bird. How do we get the bird to talk? I don't know. And I know it's just like there's got to be something I'm missing. How are you not interested? Like, the only thing I can I don't have the letter anymore, so I can't even use the letter as evidence. So I'm testifying with that. I don't have the evidence. Yeah, DL6, and then, I mean, he brings it up. Does that mean it's only if he can prove it's Yana Yogi? We're trying to prove his name. How do we prove his name? Like, I can't ask the frickin' bird any questions. Your Honor, take the fingerprints. We already determined his fingerprints are burned off because if he was in a chemical plant, which is smart. Good to do. I mean, I guess there can be other people who have fingerprints burnt, so we can't even... Just can't prove it. Is this where he says the bird? Oh. No one. Perhaps you like cross-examine his parent for comic relief. Yeah, alright, cross-examine his parent. I want to take him up on his offer, yada yada yada. We've seen all this. But how does the freaking parrot connect? We're back to that question. How does the parrot connect? How do we get the parrot to say something? I'm doing it. Like, this was funny, but now it's like, okay, how does this actually work? Kind of deal, because I'm not quite sure. Alright. The parrot won't tell us the name. I'm gonna maybe try a different strategy with Maya. Because we know have you forgot anything was kind of the key that we saw. Who is your owner? We did the squawk. Hello. Alright, well, now we're at the same spot. So we should try to get some more information. The owner is Mr. Yogi. I get this, okay? Right, what do I say? What's your name? Polly, what's your name? Polly! What?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly. Something to do with her owner's identity.
Of course. Yes, it does.
Manifest claim the parrot name and prove its owner's identity. Show us proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here for the answer to the question of who the caretaker is. We're here to prove that he is Yana Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof is the parrot reveals caretaker's name is... Okay, well I mean, I guess it's the parrot. No, it's It's the case file. The D6 case file? Oh, it's quite a large file back there. Which page if this is proof on that? Show us, stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us the page. Where in this file is the page? Well, let me look at the court record before I say this. So, case summary, we don't care. Victim data is useless. Suspect data is where it's at. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed said that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
See, I guess it is possible. Bob, your coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter's a dog and calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? This is making my granddaughter's fiancée.
She's only 7 years old.
Indeed, alone it is not weak for evidence in the murder trial. We need some other collaborating evidence.
Well, I'm going to find that. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Alright, so maybe we got to press you for your name again. And we can press, that dialogue with Maya. We already know what Have We Forgotten Something does. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? What? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number of the safe in the chat? 1228, 1228.
Why, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
It actually does. Actually does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How could this number be safe? Tell us who the caretaker is. Show us your proof. What could possibly link them? Oh, jeez.
I don't have the frickin'... I don't have it. The number 1228. Is that a new 1228? It's the case summary. The deal. Oh, I came up with that on a whim. Honestly.
Deal 6 case file. What is this obsession about the date? Mr. Wright, where in this file is...
It's the case summary. So on the case summary page.
Case summary.
Specifically the date on which the DL6 incidents occurred.
The date of the incident is December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him.
See, clear as an interesting coincidence. Many people who often set their secret numbers to dates. But this is not tangible proofs. See my ATM card. I set my ATM card number to 001 because I'm number 1. It's nothing to do with the dates.
Well, now we can all get into his bank account.
Now, I think we've reached our conclusion here. It's mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at this time seems more like a pattern to me. What do you say? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop, immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
Oh, he's different now. I've actually accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yanni Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi.
15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death.
Yes, it was me. I did it. They pulled me on a witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. Told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It's a plan for me to take my revenge on people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. That was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. It was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Ooh.
Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? I'm going to arrest you, Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. I will defend him. Please take the stand.
This is where things get spicy, huh? Because we're gonna make the DL6 thing on fire.
If you, Mr. Regis, left and soft, so you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. This is why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth
Not.
guilty.
But we're gonna jump into DL6. He's not happy. This is where the objection happens, right?
So, court is adjourned.
That's Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, buddy. Wait, that means no. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, young Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them it was the murderer in DL6 agent. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Well, what do I do? Objection. The judgment is already passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Shut up. Something like this happened yesterday, too. I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
You must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right.
We have the duty to hear Miles Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. Nightmare is only nightmare. That's what I've told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, the incident where you or your father died? From the distance of a shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitation which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, this certainly isn't expected. Defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime, a crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for the crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned.
It's never that easy, huh?
I'm sorry, Wright. Wasted all your efforts. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? Didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it is the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Oh, just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more.
I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what?
Huh?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove that you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
He not like, yes, you're correct, but like, maybe. Alright, here we go. Round 2.
Oh, I missed all of that. Okay. Then they'll point this. The defense can do the cross-examining. The jury limitation legal 6 runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me to run. I'd like to run this one more time by the book.
Let's see, does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. It's gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Mr. Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, of the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Testify about this matter to the court.
Edgeworth was telling me about this dream yesterday. I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key if I can get it to work. What was not correct? I don't remember. What was fishy? The bullet. The day I'd gone into the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue, but then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop them fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. It's fired twice. It's fired twice. That's what it is. Remember, because the connection. This is, oh, shoot. Copycat murder. This is a copycat murder. Because in the case, let me just make sure I'm not saying stuff on my butt. We know that the last file, we know it fired 3 times. We already covered those 3 times. Once for Larry, that Larry heard to kill Hammond. Twice on the lake. That gives you 3 total. So it was fired 3 times. It was fired twice to get the attention and to pull people's eyes to the lake. However, if you look at the DL6 incident, 1 bullet was found in the heart. The murderer weapon was fired twice. So it's a copycat murder. Therefore, there was 2 gunshots that happened at the scene of the crime. Therefore, Edgeworth is a liar. So no, you thought the murder was a dream? Stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out. And I lost my memory of events. But the scene claim Mr. Yogi is made. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. I don't care about anything you have to say, Edgeworth. I'm going straight to the 1 gunshot thing, and I'm going against it. Present. Objection. Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot on the screen, and everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file once more time. It plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Do what you try to file, don't you? You don't accept this evidence unless you can tell them what page it's on. Well, let me look at the case. Let me look at the data. I'm not sure, sir. It was fired twice on the victim data. I mean, of course, it's the 1 page I haven't used yet. Look at the victim data in this file. It says there quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shot fired Was perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is stated the pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, right? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, the boy at the time. Do you have any proof the other shot was fired something to do with the case? Yep, the ballistic casing. Your Honor, I think I should be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Montgomery, save your surprise for that after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Rive, show us your proof.
Do you have the evidence related to this pistol? I have the ballistic.
Mr. Wright, please think how we feel when we look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel, well, mocked.
Haha, I mean, I really don't have any harm by it, Your Honor. Didn't I just... Well... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I do know what I'm supposed to do here. Look at this. Look at the photo. There's a shot in the window. I was like, I thought I pressed the wrong button for a second there, and I'm like, why is it saying it's wrong? Look at this photograph! Sorry, it's just there. I have to do it. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 50 years ago. I can see that the victim is lying there as Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Let me get this straight. This photo proves there were 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please, get a clue. Alright. The contradiction in the photo is in the glass. Take that. As it should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. You also note the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, somebody other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I should have stepped in before you wild fantasies got out of hand, Mr. Wright. What's more, the Neil Sixton's case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary page, it's on page 1.
What's written there? Not a single clue was found at the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's heart was fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
But it had to be the bullet.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright, it was proven one thing that was very clear. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the event. However, Mr. Von Karma says the second bullet fired was not found. Highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So we have the single bullet fired. I'm afraid you have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! The second bullet wasn't there. All my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you do it, Nick. You have to get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person somewhere else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I'd like to ask one more thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though it was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepting the guilt.
Very well. That your limitation of the murder for Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on this defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. Just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I shouldn't be saying. My mind's gone blank, I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Objection. Your Honor, I object. I hate this guy.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick, I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no! Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
Huh?
The second bullet, it existed. What?
You've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the crime scene. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
The murderer. Then tell us who is the murderer.
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. There's some pressing need for the murder. Search for the bullet.
Of course there was. They need. That's why they took it.
Well, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from them is... the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one with 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I won't have to penalize you. Oh, jeez. This isn't going so well.
No, the murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
But the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't know why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you can just perform surgery right there. You know? Oh my gosh, wait a second. I was talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderers themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how I would work it, yes?
There's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. Which explains the hole in the... Ooh. This game make you think. 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping me, and I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What do you say? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. But, ooh. Here's how we tie it together, okay? I done sussed it out. You're sus, Mr. Dude. You killed him. He couldn't take the fact that he gave him a demerit on his thing, so he kills him, frames Yanni, makes Yanni look stupid, and gets him off the innocent verdict, which gets Miles to be a prosecuting attorney, which gets him to be which gets him to be teaching Miles, which Miles then goes and meets Hammond because he wants to rectify this, which Yanni is then there, it kills Hammond to make him get revenge for all the things because Von Karma is telling him to do all this stuff, and then all this stuff that happened, and we get it off that Yanni was the one who actually killed Hammond. But Miles is going to confess and think he actually did it, when actually Miles only heard 1 shot when there was 2, and he shot the first shot shooting Von Karma in the arm, which is why Von Karma took a vacation, because it couldn't be seen with a gunshot wound in his arm. I hope somebody followed that. That was a lot. Hey Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth had a blood to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Because he had a gunshot in his arm.
It's first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have been indicated the possibility the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something matter? I'm fine, Your Honor.
So we carry on the file then. So we have no farther to go. That's all left. It's finished. In other words, the verdict.
What? Not yet.
Think, Mr. Wright. You have said someone from outside was the murderer, yet you cannot suggest anyone as possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless. It will be rejected, of course.
Nick, now's not the time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over. Alright, I may not know where I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, There is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Certainly is interesting news. Well, Mr. Wright, who is your suspect?
But... Ugh, my hands are shaking. For what? Von Karma.
Karma?
Ooh, he does look like the villainous type. He is the villainous type.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? See, my honor, this is ridiculous. Well, I'll burst with my objection.
Because you took the vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
You claim that I took vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would need surgery, though. Where did I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Ugh. Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth.
I know Von Karma perhaps too well.
He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave the doctor as a witness. Take it off! Take it off! Take it off! Take it... That's my only solution. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull out bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? Take it off! Take it off! I better get some take it offs in the comment section down below.
Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use the evidence. I know how much you like it.
What?
The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot is...
The bullet?
It's gotta be the bullet.
What exactly is that?
Sorry.
Judge Wood.
Alright, penalty! Mr. Wright, please reconsider your evidence. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, frick, what is it? I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I have nothing. I have nothing to do this. It doesn't say anything about Von Karma. The only thing I have is this. It's not. Alright. Dude, this is the second. I can't. Do I have to do the whole thing again? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. If I have to do this whole freaking thing again. Yeah, I gotta do all of it again. I'll get back to where we were. Alright, so how do I even... Dude, this is annoying. I wish it would just start you from where you were. But instead, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta do the whole thing again. And I don't have speed up or anything like that. Yeah. So what if I don't have proof? What if I don't have proof? The problem is I gotta go through this whole freaking trial again. This is a lot of wasted time. Like, I get it, it's an old game and they do this stuff, but like... So I gotta do the parrot. But how do I prove... You know? Anything. I don't know how that works. Gotta press everything. You have to press everything. We just gotta press everything just to... Maybe if I can do that. I just don't know how to prove that it's... Maybe I don't have to prove it. Alright, maybe... I think I have, proven that enough. So now we gotta deal with the parrot. But how do I prove... I don't have anything that shows. Like, the only thing that would make sense is the bullet. It's Yanni Yogi. I mean, I could look up a guide to tell me how to do this, but I don't want to do that either. That's kind of a crappy thing to do. This is an hour-long episode, by the way. It's going to be cut down because I'm going to make this cut, obviously. And I might even cut out the other part, too. I just don't know. Take his fingerprints. His fingerprints were burned off. I know that. Yeah, we got all this done. We know all this stuff. You're gonna be around in like 20 minutes or so. You want to do some Apex? Because I don't really want to start another case. And so I'm down. I'm sorry to do that in the middle, like the thing, but you know. Yep, I'm doing it. Dude, I need a speed up button. I need a speed up button so bad. I just want to like press the speed up button. Zip through this stuff. I mean, the fastest I can do is mash A and just like hear the testimonies. So we have to just we know how to get the parrot to talk. That's fine. What's your name? Alright, of course. Bruce. Proof is in the caretaker. It's in the DS6 incident case. It goes with the it's the suspect data. The poly connects them there. That's conjecture. He says he's a cat named Phoenix. Anybody want Von Karma's bank account information? Get ready to write it down. Because he's about to tell us. Yep. I'm just going to keep bringing up this file. It's on the case summary page because it tells us the date. Yep. Which is connection. And he's like, nah, this is stupid. My ATM card's number is 001. 0001 because I'm number 1. It's a pattern now that we've established it a couple times. Now Yogi's back. I'm going to get this trial thrown out because he's actually the murderer. And he's going to actually just tell us. So that's good. Alright. I still don't know how to make him prove. Alright, well, we get that done. Alright, Edgeworth's gonna object and cause a problem. So now he has a grudge against us because he's not guilty. Then objection. And then we can't do anything. I can't do anything about it because even if I object, it's gonna be, you know, the same thing. So it's whatever. Alright. Alright. But it's obvious. We hold it right here, right now. We do the trial. Very out of order. I need help. Like, what else could it possibly... Oh, I don't need really help, but I need... it to work. We're gonna prove it's not him. Alright. Yeah, sure, we'll do it. And we're gonna make Edgeworth take the stand, and he's gonna do the testimony, and we're gonna go straight away to the shot. Because all we have to do is clarify that, and we show the picture, which gets the double shot. And we assume that he got shot. I think I'm absolutely correct. But it does make sense if he was able to open the door at that point in time. Then somebody could have found them right afterwards. So, alright, we're gonna present DL6. And we're gonna go to the victim data because this is wrong. Because it's like I just keep filing out that problem. Victim data. The file says he was done twice. Therefore, we're good. Somebody fires the shot after Miles. We know the bullet has to be there. Yes, I do. We show the photograph. Look at this photograph. That shows the second bullet hole. And the glass. Alright, the hole in the glass shows that they were shot and we was able to get in. Before something happens, 2 shots were fired, elevator door. Conclusion, someone else must have fired a shot. It must be the murderer, which is Von Karma. The summary page is not a single thing was left at the crime scene. There's no point. The second bullet, who cares? The other thing that makes sense is like it has to be Von Karma because no one else would clean this up as well. So like there's got to be something there, right? Because no one but Von Karma would do this to try to get away from it. I have an objection. I object. We object, so we get through it. Alright. Must exist. Second bullet. Somebody took it. Alright, so we're getting saved by Maya. By Mia, sorry. The murderer. The murderer didn't need it. They had to take it. So, but there was no. We have nothing. We have nothing that proves it was from outside. We have nothing that proves any of this. And the pistol fires. It shoots the guy outside in the right arm, as we see in that picture. The gun was left handed. Now I see how it connects. The gun is the same murder weapon. And it's Von Karma's gun that was used. And the defendant was left-handed. Well, I guess that doesn't help us, but... Alright, let's lay it down. But, alright. Here we go. Alright, we're here. We figured it out. Alright, we're back to where we were. I think we figured out how to connect Von Karma. There was actually a piece, so I was telling the Twitch chat this. The gun, when we see the images, obviously we have no idea. Logically, there's no way to know about this, but because we're playing a video game, we can see that he was shot in the right arm, but he was left-handed, so he shot the gun with his left hand. Therefore, he is doing the stuff to heal from his injury. But we have no... He still wears the bullet in his arm, which is why it still matters. But as Edgeworth just said, he wouldn't leave clues, therefore he had to take the bullet with him. That's why there's no bullet. I think it's impossible to prove. It'd be impossible to finally operate on Karma, even if Von Karma did go under surgery. You seem to finally come to your senses. But I can't press this. That's the thing. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. But Nick! The court record. There must be something. Court record, what could be in there? God, there's no time. I better go think up as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. Alright, I have to use it. Alright, I think it's the gun. No. It's gotta be something. What evidence? I realize I still have the metal detector, and I can use the metal detector to detect things. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving evidence trail. So when I ask where that bullet is now, I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do. There's still a possibility the bullet is inside Von Karma.
Is it even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, we hit it. We hit the core.
I refuse. You refuse? But you're refusing. This means you acknowledge the bullet is still inside of you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requested be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitation runs out this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Montgomery, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. We have to give it a shot.
I have a button. I don't have a button.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma.
You.
It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. So I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What? That's why we have the bullet, so we can prove it.
I was shot in the shoulder long before the 6th incident. Claim the bullets in my shoulder has no relation to the 6th. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have nothing, no obligation to prove anything. It's Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that Von Karma's shoulder was... Of course you can't. You don't have any EL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the record stream yesterday. Oh, I do have the EL6.
With no proof, you cannot convict me even of a crime. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
We were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to the shoulder in the DL6 incident. Here's my proof.
That's... a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. Alright, we figured it out. Let me recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with that weapon's unique fingerprint. By examining which markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. Quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One in the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other in Mr. Von Karma is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Alright, he's just yelling.
Scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Oh, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Breathing my air. Get away from my dad. Bang.
That's the scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. It's Von Karma. Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with my penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my own hands.
Oh, here we go.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Well, Carmen, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
Sorry, but I will have to be penalized. I've covered you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It's a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. Took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom. I must have wandered there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have been gone out. I went out into the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was noise. There was pain. Horrible burning pain in my shoulder. So then the lights came back on. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then that it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing I'd shot him. Later, he spoke through a meeting, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. And now end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was the nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
We're too good. I might have lost twice, but we're too good.
That's all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him. Nick, you crushed. This thing, I'm impressed. It's pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Yeah?
Jimmy, I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You just pulled through like I thought you would. Never forget this. You owe you, pal. Tonight's a party. The dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should thank a less than productive gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ooh. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all are great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if there was one to stick it in.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, bygones be bygones, hey? Speaking of which, you don't know what you're gonna do now, Lotta? Who and me? Well, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer for a quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't it the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life's over. Why that sad face, Larry? What happened now? Uh-oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiazi. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. But yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Very much. You come a long way tonight, too. Trim my tree, pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That suit you got that questioned me. That's the suit that questioned me. And he says treat. That's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah, what's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money to always celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that the exact amount of the lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you!
You're surprised about Wright.
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? Doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. He saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history, eh? Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. Couldn't just picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me. Kinda, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too. Death sentence for both of you. I mean, if I only know I'd become a prosecutor.
Same goes for me, only the other way around. The longest time I thought that I might have killed my own father, that I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch right?
Hey, y'all, line up and I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after all, the dinner on me.
Yeah, we kicked his butt.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Not it. There's still more.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Not Maya. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah, it's the first trains for the mountains have already left the station. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya? So you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you know you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? That's it. Hold it! I was gonna say, there's gotta be hold it in there. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard Maya's voice. Mia's voice. You're my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. That's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossbeck, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped on Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence. Cheer up. Take that. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced that he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to the DL6. We were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick! Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Is this the end of this game? So this is it. See you soon, Maya. I got a character names. Which? She cry. Thanks, Nick. Alright. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Don't think you've graduated, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. That's it. Well, that was a good game. Honestly, had a lot of fun with it. Oh, there's still more. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and he went right back to outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I'm not controlling any of this. So. Alright, let's see what else we got. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. Oh, that Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah? Man. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not ringing my own bell, but sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. I don't even know who that guy is. Like, was he in the first? Was he in the first trial and I don't remember that? Probably. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I have taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Is this Maya coming back trying to find Phoenix? I think that's what's going on.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Yes, Maya's understudy, was he not? Mia's understudy. I wonder what he's doing. I haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Alright, well, you're gonna, like, give me anything else? I just, like... The music is... It's Sugiori, yeah, that makes sense. Phoenix Wright? Ah, he's an actor. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know, they're putting finally some hammers in a box of DVD, and I'm saying stuff too fast like Kate and Rita. I was supposed to go straight anyway. I know how to keep your line straight. You're just... Speed speaking. I can't talk that fast. I can't read that fast. I was gonna say Guam, but that's typing. I'm pleased to announce Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure I owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. They're really just like throwing every character back in just to do that.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under the waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Are they going back between each? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe this is like a new person that's... Or they're just trying to show off everybody. Right? Oh, who's that? Oh, you want to talk? Let's talk. Princess, all right. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Alright, well, it's cool that we get to go through all these characters and do all this fun stuff again, but honestly, I've had the most fun with this series ever, so it's been great. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Hey, honey, I'm in training to become some paranormal photographer. You know, that kind of picture that I took for everybody? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now, that's a talent. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's all I can say. This turned out to be a super long episode. Oh, there's the final picture. There we go. You know, I always expected Gumshoe to be like super tall, but he's not. Oh, and there's Mia on the side. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with this awesome series. I've had a great... Phoenix, shut your face. Oh. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for watching. I guess we have... We got another episode to do, so stay tuned for the next and the last episode, I guess, of the first game. So we'll see what that is next time. So make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. And I will catch you all over there for the next one. So see you then. Take care, everybody. Until next time, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up. Man, this game. It's not even done. It's not even a done game yet. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Not even a done game yet. That's kind of crazy. All right, well, I guess go back to the chapter. Thought the girl was later. I gotta reopen the game, so just give it a second. It'll. So I'm not skipping into that. You thought the girl was later? I'm assuming if I have to go. Maybe I can start from here. See the chapters. No, it's a girl. I have seen. So honestly, I saw parts of episode 2 and parts of episode 4 before. I have not seen any of the other stuff, so we'll see what episode 5 is. A lot of these are turnabout. I don't know what that means. And then we'll jump into all of these. Oh, and then we get to go back to Maya? To Mia? Interesting. So, yeah, we'll do Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations. So that's the order of the game. So, we're almost done with Phoenix Wright, which we'll figure out, but, yeah. I meant the Apex thing to you, so if you are interested, let me know. So that would be a thing. Is anybody live currently? We did just raid Cinda yesterday, so I'm not gonna raid Cinda again.
let's see what's going on here. So maybe that might not be a bad place to go. I don't think I've raided into you before. Let me also just check my Yell. That's the bundle. Yeah, the bundle was like, yeah, I got it for like $5. Something Apex. That's what the birds were talking about.
Thanks.
All right, so we have, so yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I was just looking at the Yell people who are live. So we're gonna say hi to a new Team Yell member. I'm not gonna stick around on the stream because we have run pretty much to our time, so that's good. So grab the raid message. I'm also gonna put the socials in the chat. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you jumping in. Everybody who's lurking and chatting, much appreciated. We're gonna say hi to Baneri Queen Alexis, who is a new member of the Pokemon, a new member of the Team Yell team, stream team. So that's my stream team I'm a part of, that everyone does shiny hunting. Alexis is a shiny hunter primarily, as far as I'm remembering, and I believe they are doing a roulette hunt in Scarlet and Violet, so you guys can kind of check that out. So enjoy, grab the raid message, check out all the fun stuff over there. I would appreciate it. I'll see you all very soon for some more content. Tomorrow will be my last day streaming before I move, so I will be streaming tomorrow at the same time. We'll be doing another Fire Emblem Friday, so if you want to check out Fire Emblem, that is the place to go. But go enjoy Baneri Queen Alexis. I will catch you all very soon for some more content. So until then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Follow me on my social medias, including following me here if you haven't done so already. There's TikTok, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Invisible Corporation. So if you missed any of this series right now, you want to go watch it, that'll be up in a couple of months. I think it comes out in September. So stay tuned for that. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always,